Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 1997 Tiger football here in Tinora. Sorry for the late start. First team crew is on assignment. The second crew called in sick, so they have been released from their contract. So as a last-minute stand-in, this is Mike Whitman along with Jim Leatherman bringing you the play-by-play opening night here in Tinora. The coin toss was won by the Rams. They deferred, and I assume Liberty Center will receive in the first to start the start the game here.
Yes, Mike, a beautiful night for football. Just couldn't be more gorgeous. Hope springs eternal each year at this time. The pride and joy from the Green Meadows and the NWOAL are going to meet here tonight. The skies are cloudy. It's overcast, but it predicts to be a little cooler as the evening wears on, and just a wonderful night for football. The bands have done the pregame, and the clock is winding down, so we're just about ready for kickoff, and we expect a good one.
Yeah, no doubt this will be one of those games. The Tinora Rams have been, program has been getting better in the last several years. They will be depending on the speed of J.R. Goings, a transfer student. Very fast football team, had a lot of good luck here in the preseason. Preparing to kick off will be the Rams. Deep for Liberty Center is Mike McClure and number 33, Sam Smith. Kind of a new setup on the Rams opening kick. Shanks left toward the sideline, rolls, now picked up by one of the front men. Breaks through a hole. There he goes around the outside. It's one man. That's Sam Smith. And I believe he's gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. There's no yellow flags. And on a squib kick over toward the sideline on about the 30, Sam picked up the loose ball. And boom, the steam was there and he was gone.
Mike, that's exactly it. There was a seam. They seemed to be bunched toward one side, and as soon as he popped that, it was open field, and away he went, and it's 6 points for the Tigers.
Kind of an unbelievable start to a possible dream team season for the Liberty Center Tigers. It was obvious what side the ball was going to go on. The Rams were overloaded, but that one quick pop is all it takes, and it was off to the races. Tigers lining up for the extra point now. Jurassics back to kick. Snap taken, I assume, by Zeider, the holder. Yeah, and it's good. Liberty Center leads 7-0 with only 11 seconds elapsed in the ball game.
Or Rams can do.
Tinora, one of the preseason picks in the GMC, along with Fairview. Back deep, if we can get their numbers. Sean Hammond, 5'10" senior, and .43 Rucker takes it on the 10, goes to the left, rolls off one tackle down the sideline, breaks another one and kicked out of bounds somewhere around the 25-yard line. Overall, pretty good coverage for Liberty Center. One man deep, kicked him toward the sideline, and Liberty Center closed fast. That will be one of the assets of the Liberty Center Tigers, their overall team speed, as they swarm to the ball well. One thing I'm sure Coach Lindgren is concerned about will be occasionally the over pursuit here. Tinora lining up with a one-back set, two split wide right. Now Zucker in motion. The give. Zucker off the right side, down, maybe about a 2-yard gain as Liberty Center closed well. Atkinson and Amstutz in on the hit for Liberty Center. Be about a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Tinora going with a no huddle, 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Lone running back, now fake. Screen pass over the middle, dropped. A Liberty Center surrounding him.
Yeah, Mike, I think now the boys have hit each other a few times, and they've got those early game jitters out of the way, and they're ready to settle in and play some football. Look like a couple of formidable teams out there doing battle here Friday night.
That's right, Jim. Now Tinora lining up with trips left, 1 man in the backfield. Liberty Center really hasn't overshifted yet. I'm sure it'll be somebody curling back into the middle. Now a little screen pass to Zucker over on the right. Rucker and surrounded, gang tackled somewhere around the 34-yard line. The Tinora Rams will be facing a 4th and 3. McClure and Smith in on the hit. Able to contain. Back for Liberty Center on this 4th and 2 from the 35 is McClure. Lone return man. Here's the punt, short, floating off to the right toward the sideline. McClure will let it roll, and Tinora will down the ball on the 30-yard line. So with 10-10 left in the first quarter, Liberty Center leads 7-0, preparing to take their first snap from scrimmage.
A pretty nice punt, Mike. He kind of rolled that in the opposite way that he was expecting it to come, and therefore there was no return, and they just called it was a 35-yard punt, and not a lot of action there. But now the Tigers are ready to go on some offense. Here we go.
Coming out for the Tigers, it'll be Silvas, tight end on the left. Atkinson at the wing back. Smith and Zeiter in the backfield. Jurasic's give, now fakes. He drops back to throw. Pass just tipped away by number 5, Sean Harmon. Yeah, that's right. That was Jesse Smith who lined up inside, but got outside, got deep, and just another 1/4 inch. Could have been 6 more quickly for the Tigers. Now Liberty Center facing a 2nd and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Now with 2 wideouts right, giving the backfield to Zeiter, and he's going to be surrounded and tackled for a loss. Strong run support there from the backside, and he was hemmed in, had nowhere to go. Liberty Center now facing a 3rd and 13.
No question, Mike. They had that play sniffed out right from the beginning. They were there and just stuffed it for about a 3-yard loss. So now the Tigers got to come up with some big yards here in order to keep moving the ball.
Well, Liberty Center lining up in the backfield. Jurasic's now drops back to throw deep. Pass just overthrown at midfield. And the Tinora Rams have proved their defensive power, holding Liberty Center, and at 9:16 left in the first. We're going to 4th and 3. Well, on that 3rd and 13, Liberty Center called for a hold. I would have to believe that Tinora will decline the penalty, bringing up 4th down. Liberty Center's somewhat inexperience on the offensive line certainly will take a while to come around here. Tinora, somewhat bigger, controlling the line of scrimmage thus far. Back to punt, a short. Spyro gets a good roll for Liberty Center. End over end now will be rolled dead around the 30-yard line. So a 40-yard punt, 42-yard punt for Liberty Center on the roll. And at 9:05, action stopped here. Liberty Center leads 7-0.
Mike, you mentioned about inexperience on the offensive line for Liberty Center. I'm aware there were several injuries at the end of the preseason, and they were moving some people around, and their young boys may not be just quite ready to play where they're at this time. But
Liberty Center struggled with a very good Genoa team, and then had a big game against Paulding. Paulding supposedly pretty decent. Now the pitch to the outside on the option play, going nowhere. Liberty Center swarmed to the ball again. Jesse Smith in on the hit. Important key there is the Tigers forced that pitch to be made early, and they reacted well, and that was a loss of 2 yards. Tinora now with 4 wideouts, 5 wideouts, no running back. Quarterback rolls left, throws upfield, caught, and good for the first down to Wrecker. Mike McClure on the hit. Liberty Center having some problems possibly with this no huddle 5 wideout offense.
yeah, they did appear just a tad confused there, and they quickly readjusted, but in the meantime, that's about a 14-yard pickup and a first down. Tinora looked like they're beginning to figure some things out that might give the Tigers just a few problems here in the early going here in the first quarter, Mike.
Now quarterback rolls right. Beautiful coverage by Jesse Smith at the inside position. Throw was deep. Over his head, it'll bring up second down. Tremendous arm on that Tinora quarterback.
Yeah, what year is this Tinora quarterback? How experienced is he? He looks like he does throw a very nice pass. Here we go. He's going to line them up again. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback looks to the right, looks to the left. He's under center. It's a counter play inside, and he breaks free. He's going to go. He's going to go. There she is. He's tied the ball game if they can kick the extra point. I think they were surprised on that counter play.
No doubt about that. Tinora using all wideouts. Give it back on an inside reverse to the wingman, breaking in, number 27, Nick Alvarado. And he races 54 yards for the score. And all of a sudden now at 8:19, we've got Tigers 7, the Tinora Rams 6. On to kick is Sean Hammond. Senior holder is quarterback Stephen Wagner. Kick is up, splits the uprights, and we've got a 7-7 tie. Well, I believe the Tinora Rams have shown they're going to be very explosive on offense. It will be wideouts. It's going to spread the defense. Jim, what do you think, Liberty Center? How can they counter this wide open offense of the Rams? Obviously, we have to spread wide with them, and there again, there's the inside reverse. What can Liberty Center do to counter that, Jim?
I don't know, but they will have to make some adjustments because Tenora's kind of, in the very beginning, I thought Liberty was stuffing that line of scrimmage pretty tight on the run and also putting so much pressure it was bothering their passing attack. But since the Tinora team has really spread things out and given a lot of options to the quarterback, he's been picking some nice some nice passes back in there, and then of course when he has them looking past, then he comes back with the counter, and it resulted in the Tinora Rams tying this game up, and we've got ourselves a wonderful ball game here to start the season. So we'll kick her off right now by the Tinora Rams and see what the Tigers can do.
Rams setting up in the same set they did at first. Now the kick is right down the middle. Taken by Smith. Smith around the outside. We've got a flag on the play, behind the play. Return to near midfield by Sam Smith.
I think it's pretty evident there's some speed out here on both teams. Both teams, this Smith boy looks like he can really pick him up and put him down, and he was just a step or two away from open field and possibly another quick score. The call right now is against the Tigers. They're talking to the Rams. I don't know, was it a clip, Mike, or a bad block of some nature?
Yeah, there was a block in the back. I didn't get the number. A below the waist call. A below the waist block. Rules now have evolved in such a way that they're very cognizant of the fact of keeping down the number of knee injuries.
Boy, that's going to nullify a real nice kickoff return. Now the Tigers are going to start from their own 25 and see what they can do from that point. So here we go.
Lining up outside, Seth Atkinson on the left. Liberty Center set heavy right. Now give back going the other way to Sam Smith. Big gain, about 8 yards up to the 35-yard line. Yeah, pretty unfortunate on that kickoff. It resulted in end result was about a 25-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Tigers. Silvas lining up on the left as the tight end. Liberty Center with Zeider in the backfield. Give to, no, everybody's faked out. Quick hitter up the middle to Zeider. Big gain for Liberty Center. 14-yard gain to the 49-yard line. There again, the speed of Liberty Center with that quick hitter up the middle to Zeider.
I think that offensive line is beginning to settle in and adjust to those big green shirts across the line of scrimmage. They're coming off the blocks and doing pretty well, opening the hole in there, and also some very good faking by the quarterback, Joe Jurasic.
Now the quick pitch to Smith around the left side. Smith picks his way. Beautiful footwork. Gets up to down to about the 41-yard line. And they're going to call that a first down without the measurement. Very close. Liberty Center, I guess, doesn't have to be the biggest, have the biggest team on that line of scrimmage. Just one with the little most fire and the most heart, perhaps. Lining up wing right, Atkinson in the backfield, Zeider and Smith. Under the center, Jurasic. Jurasic handoff. Quick hitter up the middle, go for short yardage to Zeider, maybe a gain of a yard.
Oh, Mike, I'm kind of impressed so far. There's been very few penalties, very few really miscues. So these football teams obviously are pretty well prepared, and they're serious about this season that we're seeing a very fine opener here in the first quarter. It just looks like a ball game here, and fans are intently watching. I would say it's just about a packed field house with a lot of standing people. So here you are.
Liberty Center going with that same set, two tight ends, Atkinson out on the wing, Zeider and Smith. Now Jurasic fakes the handoff, drops back, throws deep. He's got Jesse Smith wide open. Touchdown, Tigers! Set up beautifully by Liberty Center with 4 straight runs, and all of a sudden, the 42-yard bomb to a wide open Jesse Smith had the secondary beat.
Yeah, he ran a nice pattern back there, Mike. He was open, and Joe just reared back and pitched her out there, and that pass come nestling in there. Jesse kept his eye on it. He didn't run with the ball until he had possession of it, and it wasn't just too far till he crossed the end line there, and another score. So passing attack for both teams, rolling pretty good.
Jurasic set to kick, Zeider holding. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Liberty Center leads 14-7. 5:48 left in the first half, and it's already 14-7. I think one real big key here, the explosiveness of both teams. Liberty Center yet to really be able to figure out the Tinora Rams offense, while on the other hand, Coach Lindgren said that we've got a lot of team speed, we've got a lot of people that can catch the ball, but we're still going to set the pass up, we're still going to depend on the run, and any questions that the Tiger fans may have had about Liberty's offensive line, hopefully were answered on that drive.
I think that's a real good observation, Mike. The defensive secondary, I think, has gone through sort of a feeling out program on either side. You know, you're playing man-to-man coverage or even zone coverage. You don't know for sure just how fast that receiver is that you're playing defense against. But they're going to get it figured out here, and we're seeing some fireworks and some couple of good quarterbacks and some good receivers. Just some talent on both sides of the ball here. It's just a very, very good game. It's just a pleasure to see a game where it is going to be a real contest. It's just great so far.
Number 5, Sean Hammond, and number 43, one of the keys to the Ram offense, Jeremy Rucker, both seniors. Short kick taken on about the 16-yard line. Hammond going to the right, has a slight seam. Now there's a flag in the backfield. Tackle on the 29-yard line as he was hemmed in on the sideline. It appears to be a penalty against the Rams.
There are two flags on the play, one at about 24 and one at about 29.
Men in the stripes conferring now.
He was looking for a seam, Mike, and it kind of took a long time to unfold there, and I believe maybe a couple of his blockers, as the Tigers begin to close in over here on the home stand sideline, might have pulled some blocks that weren't just quite perfect, and thus the flags, and they're talking about it, and yeah, indeed, it looks like a hold. The referee signaled a hold against the Rams, so they're going to have to start pretty deep in their own territory.
Yeah, definitely big help there for Liberty Center. They should have him pinned back somewhere around the 12 to 15-yard line.
Mike, I've got a question. In the case where there's two flags flown or dropped, can they take the one that's most advantageous to the Tigers, or how do they work that? Do you have any comment on that? If they were similar infractions, what would it be like?
The team that was had the penalty called against them, well, in this case, Liberty Center has the choice of accepting either, let's say, a 5-yard penalty or accepting a major 15-yard penalty. In this case, major penalty on the return, so Tinora will start from their own 14-yard line. Motion left, one back, give quick hitter inside, and he's going to plow his way up across the 20 down to up to the 21-yard line. Tinora deep in their own territory, deciding to go with a little bit of power football there. Gain of 6 yards, it'll be 2nd down and 4. Again, Tinora with a wide formation left, one running back, and man in motion left, then came right back and ran it off right guard. Now 3 men split left, 1 man wide right, 1 running back. Quarterback rolls left, throws short downfield. Beautiful defense by Mike McClure all over Wrecker. And now it will bring up a 3rd down and 4 yards.
Mike, it appeared as though he was getting close to the line of scrimmage as he threw that pass. I mean, you have to wonder why he didn't just tuck that ball under his wing and run with it, because it appeared as though he had a step on the defender, but he was intent on the pass, on moving the ball downfield, and threw a rather low pass, but it was very well defended by the Tigers.
Well, maybe that'll be a key tonight. Maybe the quarterback doesn't have the jewels it takes to be a beautiful defense by the Tigers.
Hit by Kern.
269.
No gain on the play.
Nice play by 69.
4th and
Nice play by 69.
That's Kenzie tonight.
Oh, all right, we've got a number switch. Tonight, it's Kenzie Kern wearing number 69. Beautiful pursuit by the Tigers. Bring up a 4th and 3 from their own 21-yard line, forced to punt. Back is McClure deep, along with Smith and Atkinson. McClure takes fields right around the corner. He's got it turned, heading upfield on the sideline. Makes a cut, gets down inside the 35-yard line. Mike McClure.
Special teams have got to tighten it up for the Tinora Rams. They seem to be there, and once they pop through that initial wave, then there doesn't appear to be much in the background to snag these guys, and they've got to control the whole field. I don't know who has safety responsibilities for this special teams outfit, but that's something you bet they'll talk about in the halftime. All right, it's the Liberty Center Tigers with the ball on the 33-yard line.
Tigers setting up now on the 32. Give inside to Zeider. He'll be going nowhere. Well, the Rams have to be very, very cognizant of the fact that Tigers will bust it quick up the middle. However, with the Tigers team speed, certainly a good play to call to help set up the wide stuff with Liberty Center's speed. Jim made an interesting point. Tigers special teams have been very, very good down the last several years, and again, great blocking on the return, setting up the sideline return by McClure. Now Jurassic's back to throw. Turns, Smith on the quick inside curl. And Smith obviously knew where he was at on the field. Gain of about 15 yards, and Jesse Smith, as so many times you don't see happen on an NFL ball game, they need 13 yards, and he curls inside for a 12-yard gain. That time Jesse was beyond the line, or beyond the 10-yard needed for the first down. Jim?
I'm just going to comment that Joe Jurassic stood in the pocket there. The pressure was really coming up the middle. It was a very excellent block right there at the last to keep that defender away from him. It looked like that was Seth Atkinson. Well, we see a flag thrown here, and only possibly a yard gain. So what's going on here, Mike?
The knees. Not sure what the number of yards here would be penalized.
That's a big one.
Jim, let's see if we can spot here the line for Liberty Center. We don't have the greatest setup here as far as being able to pick out the numbers. Centering for Liberty Center is 70.
73? No, I can't.
That's hard to tell. Jurasic drops back to throw, throws the home run ball deep, and caught by Jesse Smith. Uh-oh, we've got a flag after the play. As late as it was thrown, it would appear to be a late hit on the quarterback. No, it's going to be holding on Liberty Center. Very late flag thrown after the catch in the end zone.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I mean, that play unfolded, and here come the big pass, and seemingly when the celebrations began, then we see the flag thrown. But we'll see. They'll evidently walking the Tigers back. They'll have to start again. Yeah, we should set the lineup for the fans. There has been some numbers moved around. I'll see what I can do with some help here, Mike, to get you the line.
On that last play, it appeared number 5, Sean Hammond, had Smith covered pretty tight, but kind of dropped off, and pass did get over his head for the score. Flag thrown now. It will be a first down and 30. Liberty Center will start from Tenora's 38-yard line. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Wide right Smith. Now the quick pitch to Sam Smith around the outside. Breaks a tackle at the 30. Gets all the way down inside the 25-yard line. On the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. Gain of 11, Liberty Center still facing about 20 yards here, 2nd and 20. Jurasic's back to throw. Has Smith open again. Touchdown! Boom! Jurasic's laid it on the money.
Oh, he sure did, Mike, and he had some smoke on that ball. I mean, that was a strike. I think Joe's really warming up, and it's very apparent his arm strength has improved drastically from last year, and it appeared almost to be fairly well defended, but I don't know if there is any defense for the perfectly thrown pass, and man, that was a beauty. They're going to like looking at that in the films in the days to follow.
Jesse Smith went right down the seam in between the Rams zone defense. Wide open now. Liberty Center ups their lead on the extra point kicked by Jurasic to 21-7. 2:14 to go, and believe it or not, we're still in the first quarter. Well, you can coach technique and you can put fire in a kid's heart, but one thing you can't coach is flat out speed. And there again, Liberty Center showed why they will be a force this year in Northwest Ohio. Jesse Smith just simply ran past everybody. And with that strike by Jurasic, Liberty Center leads by 14. Now kickoff taken by Hammond around the left side, along the sideline, nowhere to go. Hemmed in by the Tigers, tackled, hit around the 25, but powered his way up near the 30. Tackle by Baum and Silvas. Tinora obviously a much bigger team, but Liberty Center's quickness so far has nullified Tinora with 3 wide right. Now the pitch going wide right. Jesse Smith slows him up and then tackled. Great pursuit by number 54, Scott Sharp. and Seth Atkinson.
Loss of 1, back to the 20.
Jesse Smith knifed through the interference, forced Recker to change directions, and Liberty Center's quick pursuit.
Try to get the line.
Now motion left, fakes the wide pitch right back up the middle, going for very short yardage. Tackle by Silvas, Sharp, and Chris Baum, all there on the hit. Be 3rd down and 9 for the Rams. It may be early in the game, but somewhere along the line, the Rams are going to have to start pushing the ball up the field a little. 3 wideouts left, 1 running back. Quarterback rolls left, throws off balance, caught, all wide open. Number 13, Chad Henry, and the Rams will have a 1st down somewhere just past the 40-yard line. Just enough for the 1st down. Hammond doing a nice job rolling to his left side. Excuse me, not Hammond. Stephen Wagner. Now with wide right. Overload, throws upfield now to a wide open Nick Alvarado. Beautiful passing game by the Rams. They sent 2 receivers deep and cut the other one off short. Wide open. Rams going after the underseams here. Now they go trip receivers left, 1 running back. Now quarterback rolls left. Good pursuit, good pressure by the Tigers. Throw underneath again, caught by number 13, Chad Henry.
Mike, they're respecting these Tinora receivers quite a bit out there on defense now, and the quarterback's doing quite a good job scrambling and been able to buy enough time to get the pass off. But they're playing pitch and catch right now and moving the ball right down the field.
Yeah, Jim, that's a good way to put it. Just simple little pitch and catch here. On the Rams' touchdown drive, they ran the same sort of set. 3 wides left, then 3 wides right. And when the quarterback rolled out, very, very effective. And on their 2 series where they were shut down quick, they tried a lot of the quick hitters up the middle. And going with the run, Liberty Center was able to snuff that. However, tremendous amount of pressure put on the Tiger defensive backfield. And with 35 seconds left in the 1st quarter, Tigers are forced to call a timeout.
Ball's back on their heels right now. This passing attack is kind of got them just a little bit flustered right now. So the Rams are driving, and they want to try to tighten this score up. It currently still stands at 21-7 Liberty Center.
Well, it's pretty hard to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback as he rolls out with that running back in front of him. Now we've got motion left. They give to the motion man. He'll go nowhere, and there's a flag on the play. Will be marked off. 10-yard penalty. Call was a hold. First down and 20. Well, I'm not expecting to see a run here with the Rams' success throwing. Got trip wide right. Quarterback rolling right, looks downfield again, throws underneath. Smith makes the initial hit. Tackle made by Atkinson with pursuit from Baum and Silvas. Liberty Center adjusting to a little bit quicker there with the Rams sending receivers deep and then throwing underneath. more of a contained defense as anything. It was a gain of 8, but Liberty Center just trying to hang on there, keep away from the big one. It'll be 2nd and 12, 21-7. Jim, probably a while the first quarter as you've ever seen, I would think, in probably 40 or more years of football that you've been involved with it. I'm not trying to tell any stories here, but definitely a veteran here. Jim, give me your take on that first quarter.
Well, a couple of football teams that really had offensive strategies as they come to this game, and there's some talent on both sides of the line, Mike. Tinora can move the ball, and Liberty can strike so quickly with that stable of Smith brothers that they've got there, and the good passing of Joe Jurasics. And right now, I give the special teams edge to the Liberty Center Tigers. But this game's got 3 quarters to go, and I predict we're going to see a lot more points put on the board. And I'm just impressed that there's very few mistakes per se. I mean, there's been some penalties on both sides of the ball, but oftentimes the first game of the season, you know, you have your offsides where they don't wait for the proper snap count, or they anticipate if they're on defense. But pretty much a clean game, just a lot of passing and a lot of offense. It really has been an enjoyable first quarter, Mike.
Well, that's right, Jim. You're right. There haven't been the offsides calls or the encroachment. It's been holding on some of this wide open offense. Now quarterback rolls left, throws upfield, in trouble. Great pursuit by Liberty Center. Quarterback rolling left, definitely not his forte. Beautiful coverage downfield. And almost picked off by McClure. Quarterback had to throw that thing away and almost left it up for grabs. Bringing up now a 3rd down and 12. One thing for sure, Liberty Center certainly doesn't want to give up the big play right here. All right, motion to the left, wide receivers, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Quarterback finally fakes, rolls right, down the sideline, all the way down to the 10-yard line. Well, no, there was a new wrinkle, something the Tigers didn't expect. They're over pursuit on the fake roll left. Quarterback turned and went right for a big gainer.
Yeah, they've been kind of setting the Tigers up for that all night. He always would pass the ball, even though we'd think, man, he could make a few yards. But no, that wasn't in the scheme. But I believe this was definitely a quarterback rollout and a keeper, kind of a quarterback sweep. And he picked up the first down, and now they're knocking on the door.
Just what the Tigers didn't want to give up was the big play. Now throw upfield, caught inside the 10, battles his way down inside the 6. A fake on that quick hitter up the middle. Quarterback dropped back, hit a strike over on the right sideline. Yeah, the Rams keep coming up with something new here. Just when the Tigers think they've got it bottled up, why the Rams just go to another page. Now the Rams knocking on the door. They've got a 2nd and 3 on about the 7-yard line. Full house backfield, a new thing now. Now power left, down inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a first down. Another offensive set for the Rams. Ran the power left, down to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal from there. 11:30 to go here in the first half. 21-7 Tigers. Loaded backfield. The end on the right jump for the Rams, number 29. Lucky break for the Tigers there. Five-yard penalty, back to the 8. Jim, if you were the Rams, with the success they've had throwing and on the rollouts, what would you call here?
I'd have a play action pass figured out. They look like they have a power game inside here close to the goal line, but I'd have him rolling right and coming up with a pass. Let's see.
Well, I guess they didn't fool around there. They went to the man for the Rams, number 43, Jeremy Rucker. The Rams also have the luxury of number 40, Adam Rosebrock, 225-pound fullback, leading the way on the charge. 2 touchdowns already by the Rams in only 13 minutes of play. The Liberty Center Tigers cannot come up with enough points in this thing. The Tinora Rams, look out, folks. They could go a long way this year.
I'm kind of wondering whether conditioning is going to play a factor here. The teams appear pretty fresh, and now the extra point is good. So the Rams pull within 7 points. It's 14-21, Liberty Center right now. But yeah, Mike, these teams appear to be pretty well prepared. I mean, they think they know what they can do against one another, and it's a matter of the teams executing it. And Liberty seems to have some definite strengths, but Tinora just bounces right back. And it's just an excellent football game. And as hard as these boys are running up and down the field, I'm gonna kind of wonder what that late third and fourth quarter is going to be, because then we're really talking about conditioning. But it has been an ideal night for football, and they're playing hard, and absolutely no hint of an injury yet, which is really, really good.
Well, I think from the Liberty Center standpoint, certainly they'll have it in the fourth quarter. And with this Tinora Ram wide open offense, and that's what they've worked on all summer, I'm sure they may not run out of gas on the offensive side. However, defensively, they've been prone to give up the long bomb. And hopefully for Liberty Center, their offense maybe can rule out here.
Let's watch how the Rams cover this kickoff. Now they've given the Tigers excellent position every time they've kicked off if it wasn't for a penalty. So let's see if they cover the field and every man does his assignment as he's supposed to.
Kickoff floats down, fielded by Sam Smith. Sam Smith with the wall now on a seam, cuts through, up, and there's a fumble. I believe it's going to be recovered by the Rams. Smith hit on the 32, ball popped loose, and the Rams recover. Rams so far on their kickoffs have all loose, and the Rams will take over on the Tiger 32.
Yeah, Mike, to my knowledge, that's the first turnover we've seen tonight, and we know turnovers often can and do play big roles in the ball games. Anyway, the green Tinora Rams and their fans and cheerleaders are fired up right now, and so they're going to have the ball on approximately the 30-yard line, and plenty of time left in this half. So we'll see if momentum is shifted maybe on this turnover.
Well, the Rams have shown two faces. They've shown power football, and they've shown wide open, no-huddle football. Going with that full house backfield that was so successful last time. Now quarterback fakes, rolls out, throws short. Ball was low, hit the ground. It'll be incomplete. The Rams may have too many trump here. Rather than just go with the power football with the bigger team, hoping to push the Tigers around, opted to throw out of the running offense. Line back up again. Fullback, two halfbacks. Now pitch going left, hit by McClure and number 78. Derek Ziegler, defensive end on the right side. Gain of, we'll call it about 5. Third down and 5. Now a quick pitch right to Rucker, hitting the backfield, spins forward but going nowhere. No gain on the play. I believe that was Jesse Smith knifing through it again to slow him down. That'll bring up a 4th down for the Rams.
It appears the Tiger defense has risen to the occasion here, and even though that turnover gave the Rams some real life here just a minute ago, the Tigers have stuffed a couple plays, and now they're going to force Tinora into some real thinking here as to what they're going to do. The ball's on the Tiger 26-yard line, and we've got a timeout with just under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. The clock sets at 9:57, but we'll see, Mike. You always want to get something out of a turnover, and the Rams are down here close. I don't know if they have much in the way of a field goal kicker, but you got to think that with the score setting the way it is, that they'll come up with some offensive play to try and either get the first down or possibly surprise the Tigers.
Well, they've shown us two faces. They've shown the power, and then they've shown the super whiteout patterns. Liberty Center in their two scrimmages faced two excellent quarterbacks, super throwing quarterbacks, but this is something, even a new wrinkle for Liberty Center to try to hold in here. Well, it appears that the Rams are going to go with the 3 wideouts left and 2 wideouts right. No running back in the backfield. Now motion left. 2 quarterback, 2 roll left, looking upfield, going nowhere. Hit by Silva's fumble, and I think the Tigers recover on the sideline. I'm not sure who came up with the fumble. That was Andy Silvas with great backside pursuit, knocking the ball loose as the quarterback looked downfield. Great coverage by Liberty Center as they've adjusted to the Rams offense.
And they get the ball right back. That's a turnover, so they're right back to even, almost where the turnover occurred here just a few minutes ago. And we'll see if the Tigers can mount some offense and move the ball down the way. But Tenora's digging in, and they're spreading out and seeing what's going to develop.
We've got Jesse Smith wide right, Atkinson in a wing left, Smith and Zeider in the backfield. Jurasic looks upfield, throws to Silvas, a little tight end quick out. Gain of it appears to be about 6. Liberty Center going to short passing game, something that we haven't seen a whole lot of in the last several years. Now Tigers are wing right. Same setup in the backfield. Now pitch, Zeider around right end, cuts it up. He'll be close to a first down. 2 teams here using pretty much complete opposite offensive sets. Liberty Center with almost the same set every time, and Tinora never showing the same thing twice. Tigers coming to the line of scrimmage. Silvas tight end on the right. Atkinson in the wing right, split wide. Smith wide on the left. Fake inside. Probably a broken play there, as I don't think Jurasic necessarily wanted to give that thing to Zeider, but Zeider alertly hung on, and it didn't give up the fumble. Gain of the yard line. Now Jesse Smith in tight on the right, Silvas left, Atkinson wings, Zeider, and Sam Smith in the backfield. Now give left. Holy mackerel. I hope somebody there at home could foul that football, because it lost me. Jim, I tell you what, that's one thing about the Tigers offense down through the years. You may know what's coming. Linebackers may have their reads, but I tell you what, there was no way I knew where the football was, and I'm surprised their defense did.
That's exactly right. A real good quarterback can kind of hide that ball, and I was faked out, and I think some of the defense was. But anyway, they moved the sticks, and the Tigers are driving their 1st and 10.
Gain puts Liberty Center on their own 49-yard line, 7:15 to go. Give to Smith off the left tackle. Gain, short gain, maybe 2. The yardage play is only 1 play for a loss thus far. Now fake Smith left, Jurassic's back to throw. He throwing the home run ball, Silva's caught, touchdown Tigers! Boy, it doesn't get any better than that. Fake to Sam Smith going around the left end, Jurassic's drops back and boom. Silva's from his tight end position ran a post pattern wide open. Jesse Smith getting all the attention, touchdown Tigers.
Yeah, Tinora didn't seem to have enough defenders out there to cover that play, Mike. But again, they didn't have time to react. It was a perfectly thrown ball by Jurassics, and Silvas knew that one was his. It was coming right to him. He gathered it in, and it's another 6.
Well, when you've got a receiver out there with the ability and potential of Jesse Smith, he's going to draw a lot of double and even triple coverage. And the Tigers, I tell you, this offense, the potential for this offense to put points on the board is going to be phenomenal this year. Liberty Center really hasn't even used the backs yet out of the backfield. So with the threat of Smith deep and Smith to the right, Smith to the left, and sprinkle in a few Silvas, and it's hard to say where this offense can go. Liberty Center leads 28-14.
Yeah, Mike, and that's a kind of a real credit to the offensive line. Jurassics is throwing a very nice pass there, but it takes just a little time for those receivers to run those patterns, and they are getting that time. And I think this young offensive line is really beginning to gel for Liberty Center. They look like they know what they're doing, they know how to execute, and they're keeping the rushers away from Jurassics, at least to the point where he can do a few things, create a few things, and then throw that ball.
Conservative enough. Ha ha ha.
Mike, who does call the plays over there? I know they have a quarterback's coach and whatnot. Well, here we go to live action.
Penned in on the sideline, but somehow fights his way up to across the 30-yard line. Liberty Center also kicking toward the sideline, trying to contain. You know, I'm not sure because there are several offensive masterminds, but none beats the, like I said before, the wizardry of Rex Lindgren. Now dropping back to throw, rolls, now throws upfield. Beautiful play. Beautiful play by Sam Smith. Sam with his receiver all the way. Expertly hid the left hand in the back and with his right hand in front, tipping the ball away.
I think that's a good call. That Tinora receiver thought he had a beat on the ball, and it was a pretty nicely thrown ball, but Sam Smith got there and was there and made an excellent play.
Yeah, with the receiver curling to the inside. That was beautiful. Now with trips right, motion right, give to Rucker, tries to find a hole, has a little bit of running room, getting the ball up to about the 36-yard line. They're going to spot the ball on the 38. Gain of about 5. It'll bring up 3rd down. Yeah, this wide open Ram offense. 5:38 to go. Well, we've got trips right with the huge fullback in the backfield, so look for the rollout. He rolls right, looking upfield. Now throws deep and dropped. Receiver was pretty much open down the right sideline, but pass was slightly, and just the fact of incomplete passes a lot of times is enough to hold a team down if they depend on the throw. Exclusively, that is. 4th down now, back to punt. Pressure. Backs up McClure. McClure on the left making a break. Hemmed in. Cuts through 3 people. Makes a move down the left sideline. Beautiful return. Mike McClure taking the ball around his own 25-yard line. A gain of 20 yards on the return. Gives the Tigers beautiful field position on about the 44 of their own 44.
To do with it, and they get just a block or two, and they're moving it.
Yeah, good effort by McClure. It appeared that he was going to be hemmed in for a no gain on the return, but his speed got him 19. Now Jurassic's fake. Now he's going to throw the home run ball again, and now it's intercepted downfield somewhere around the 20-yard line. Silvis was wide open for a minute, but the free safety
Over, but right from nearly their 15-yard line, Tinora Rams with 5 minutes to go on the clock.
Well, obviously the Tigers don't want to give up a real big play here. Oh boy, there was a hit. Jesse Smith really leveled Rucker. Quarterback floated that pass out there just high enough. Rucker behind the wideouts floated out short, caught the ball, and he was belted by Jesse Smith. Rucker still down. Rucker probably the main spring of this Tinora offense. Timeout down. All right, we got a hold here on the calls here. Not a real good vantage point trying to pick out the numbers, and the Tigers with those orange numbers don't stand out real well from a long distance.
Might mention that hand you just heard was from the Tinora, from the whole stadium actually, because the injured boy got up and is being helped to the sideline by the trainer and some assistants, and maybe he'll see action again, Mike, but he sure knew what football was all about when he caught that pass over there.
That's right, Jim, a la Liberty Center style. Now Rams give on a power off the left side, and that's going to be first down yardage. Clock stopped now as they unpile. There may have been the reason for the fumble.
Blake Lindgren, just a group of hard hitting.
Now throwaway downfield. I believe uncatchable pass. There was contact at the point the ball sailed over, but definitely not catchable. Now there's a penalty, a flag in the backfield.
I mentioned Seth Atkinson's been playing an excellent game here, and he was defending quite well on that pass, just run. He was right on the receiver, and there wasn't going to be any positive play by the Rams on that. But, yeah, there is a flag down. Well, where are we at on setting the defense here? The numbers are, they keep milling around out there. Well, you call out the number, and I'll get you a name for it, Mike.
Flag goes against the Rams. It now will be 1st and 20, starting from their own 20-yard line. Linebackers, is that a 59?
Jesse Miller?
No, I don't believe it's 59.
58 is Chris Ball.
50, I believe that was Chris Baum. 2 yards. Rams with trips right. Quarterback rolling right now. Under pressure, hitting the backfield, and tackled. Let's see if we can get that Tiger. 78, Derek Ziegler from his right defensive end position came with superior conditioning. Rams now 3rd and 1 million, drops back to throw. He's going to throw the long ball downfield. Tigers had that snuffed out. Jesse Smith, the center fielder, deep, along with Atkinson and Zeiter. Point left the Tigers now. The clock stopped, 3:13 left, and Liberty, with Tinora being forced to punt from their own 10, should get great field position here. Look for the Rams, maybe try to. No, they got everybody up on the line. They're going to go for the block. McClure, the only deep back. McClure now calling for the fair catch at the 41-yard line. Good punt by the Rams.
Nice pressure by the Tigers. The kicker and a good 3 minutes. 3 minutes to see if they can put some more points on the board, which would be pretty tough for the Rams to take at this point.
Yeah, good judgment there by McClure as he had just a little bit of room, but with a great field position, wisely called for the fair catch. Tigers now with that wing right. Quick hitter inside going into the game. I thought the score was going to be about 78-54 by now, but Liberty Center plodding steadily along here, lead 28-14. Tigers in that wing right now. Atkinson taking the handoff. It appeared that the fake was made and that Jurassics had rolled right with Smith in front, but instead Atkinson takes the inside handoff, gain of about 14 yards down inside the 30.
I believe that might have been Seth Atkinson's first carry tonight, but when they gave him the ball, he knew what to do with it, and they do move the sticks, and they've got a drive alive with 2 minutes and 10, 12 seconds to go here, and they got her right down there knocking on the door, Mike.
Well, without a doubt, Jim, the Tigers have quick hitter up the middle now. Sam Smith, beautiful cut across the grain, going to the right, past one man, gets a beautiful block, into the end zone, touchdown!
Too fast.
Number 2. Seth Atkinson with a beautiful downfield block, springing Smith into the end zone from
Yeah, I don't know when I've seen a kid with that much explosiveness. Wasn't he a sprint champion or something to that effect in the spring? He just
which one of these talented backs are you talking about, Jim? I can name about 4 of them.
You know,
run like the wind.
That's just about the case. That really is, and it must be devastating for a defense to try to prepare to handle speed like we're seeing there tonight.
Who came up with that thing? What a play. Liberty Center lined up in some kind of a crazy formation wide. We had a double pass. Okay, we've got the call now. That was Jurassics with a little dump pass to Smith, who fired downfield to Tim Huff for the 2-point conversion. I would sure like to know where they come up with that kind of crap. What an offensive set.
Little razzle-dazzle there, Mike, but it put 2 points on the board this time for a little variety. Now that makes that gap 36-14 in favor of the Tigers.
Well, Jim, the amazing thing here, Liberty Center has 36 points against what I would call one of the top teams in GMC. The Rams have won, 17 games in the last 2 years. They tied for first place twice in the early 90s. Definitely a strong program here. And with all the firepower of the Rams at this point, with 2 minutes to go in the first half, they're down 22 points.
I got to say, I believe the Rams are surprised. I think with the inexperience that the Tigers had on the offensive line, maybe in particular, and then a few injuries there toward the wind-up of the preseason, that they didn't know quite how everything was going to work. But Boy, it's just sort of come together for the orange and black, and they've got plenty of offense when they need it, and their defense can play. So I'd say the Tigers are looking toward the NWOL when that competition begins, and they're going to be players.
Oh, without a doubt. Kickoff squibs down toward the left sideline now, trying to come back across the grain, and he's smeared. They're just Tim Huff on the hit. The return man had nowhere to go as he wasn't able to turn that ball up the field. You're just not going to be able to go all the way across and turn it up with the Tigers team speed.
It's got to get something going here, even if it's only just a couple first downs to get a little momentum back. It just seems to be all Tigers right now, and it looks even as though the Tigers got some reserves out there. But Tenora's got to do some regrouping at halftime, which will be coming up.
Well, one of their offensive stars, Rucker, was shaken up. Now a stunt by the defense. Rolls right and possibly first down yardage. But overall, the Rams had a lot of success with the 4 and 5 whiteout sets, but a bit of strength on some of their power setups with the 3-man set in the backfield. Now a quick hitter off the right side, and the Rams looks like they're going to be content to run the football here. Clock down to 36 seconds. They get a first down up near their own 40-yard line. Liberty Center leading 36-14. One wide out right. Rams still showing a power formation. Now in the backfield, Ryan Zeider from his secondary position comes knifing through and nails the quarterback for a huge loss. Boy, without a doubt, this quarterback is going to know he was in a football game. Starting to get pounded here in the second quarter. Taking over the game, really stifling the Rams. And the Rams content to let the clock run out. Jim, the Tiger defense here, we thought this was going to be an offensive show, and it is. But the Tiger defense really in that second quarter, I think, took control of the game.
I have to agree with you, Mike. Boys seem to have measured where they ought to be playing these receivers as they split out and go through their patterns, and there's also plenty of pressure there from the line. I mean, they're putting heat on that quarterback, and he's just not able to stand in that pocket and make the passes. Most of his passing efforts, if they're any success at all, he's rolling out and really moving to kind of create some things. But Tigers just appear to have speed. I mean, those guys, whether you're talking about the defensive secondary or the in the backfield or just in general, I'm just impressed with this team from Liberty Center. They can run their routes, they can cover on defense, and there's a lot of boys that can come up and make the stick when they need to.
And Liberty Center will defend the goal at the left here to open the third quarter. Jim, I think we can talk a lot about the first half, but a real big key here is can the Tigers contain Tinora here on this opening drive?
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's first half once it's played, the coaches get a nice long time to make adjustments, and they can readily see from all their personnel scattered around from the press box to down on the field where they need some help, where they need to adjust. So let's see if they did in fact make those adjustments and have another half here.
All right, kick taken in the middle, return, fights his way up to about the 30-yard line. Wait, now we've got a fumble. Tigers saying they recovered, and yes they do. A huge break for Liberty Center, opening here in the second half.
Go to the end zone. Go to the end zone.
Yeah.
Our cameraman here wanting blood. He wants the ball thrown into the end zone.
No, it looked like a real pile up there, like they kind of had the return man stood up, and then somehow they stripped him of the ball, evidently. But this is kind of devastating. I hope the Tigers can stuff one in here.
Well, Liberty Center now a slightly different set. Atkinson split wide right. Now the little swing pass over on the left, taken by, I believe, Sam Smith.
Excellent pressure there. 1 point lead to the Liberty Center Tigers.
22, Jim.
Yeah, 22. Yeah.
Tigers now with more of their conventional set with Smith and Silvas both inside. Quick handoff to Sam Smith off left guard, breaking outside down the Tigers sideline, down inside the 15-yard line. About an 18-yard gain for Sam Smith on that quick hitter off the left side. Tigers had both Silvas and Jesse Smith inside, lined up as tight ends, with Atkinson at the wing right and Smith and Zeider in the backfield. Line of scrimmage, the 13-yard line, a 17-yard gain for Smith. Tigers now with quick inside, small gain. Tigers now with Atkinson wing left. Jurasic fakes, rolls right, cuts past two men, fights his way down, and I believe he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Jurasic with the fake inside, rolled hard and with some good burst of speed, got out, ran into some trouble here at about the 5-yard line and battled his way into the end zone. And the Tigers amazingly lead here at 10:49 of the third quarter, 42-14.
Maybe they're intent on a little more ball control this second half and focus on the running game. There's the kick after the touchdown, and that's good. And that's beginning to put some score on the board. Certainly see a lot of those Smith boys and the Atkinson boy in the back.
Couldn't afford to lose your quarterback. I would think you'd have to consider the injury factor here, and I would be leaning now with this with the way this third quarter started. Certainly Tinora, had they kept the football and moved it down the field for a score, now you're in a Donnybrook. But now with a 29-point lead, I think the Tigers can afford maybe late in the third quarter perhaps to look to some other people and take it easy. Kicking off now. Little squib kick into the middle. Ball bounces around and falling on. Tinora will take over just inside there. We do want to mention with a very long first half, the band show was cut short, and we are on a 2-hour time limit with the broadcast, so it may be a little sketchy. One thing worth mentioning, number 43, Rucker, the go-to man for the Rams, is in his street clothes on the sidelines, and he won't be back anymore tonight. And I think that may, I think that'll be a big factor. That'll probably spell the Tinora Rams' doom here in this final outcome. Yeah, I see a few changes here. McClure for Liberty out of the game. Number 24. In the backfield for the Tigers now, defensive backfield. Situation 3rd and 4 at their own 33-yard line. Lining up, trips left, single running back. Rolls right, trouble in the backfield, gets away from trouble now. Tackled by Bush. Tripped up by number 78 and really finished off, or 75. Bushman finished him off. More great Tiger pursuit. 4th and 2, and the Rams, with 3 minutes gone here in the second half. Perhaps not time yet to gamble, but they are down by 4 scores. Low snap, punt nearly blocked. Taken by McClure, fumbled. We got a scramble at the 40-yard line, and the Rams recover. Well, just when it looked like this thing was over, not necessarily.
Mike, I believe the dew is falling apparently, and it's hard to get a handle on that ball. But the Rams get a turnover and a spark of life, so that was a heck.
This, for all intents and purposes, may be a do-and-die drive. Rams give inside. No, quarterback keeper on the option play. He goes for short yardage. There is a flag on the play.
Mark Moeller, that's a freshman. Oh, that's right.
Penalty accepted by the Tigers. It's now 1st and 20. Rams with the ball at midfield. Give up the middle. Going nowhere. Rams offensive line not getting nearly the push they were getting in that first quarter. Kernan Silvas at linebackers. Now Tinora goes with the power back up the middle, and that went nowhere again. The interior of the Tiger line plus the linebackers closed fast, and that play went nowhere. Even without Rucker in there, I am so surprised that the Rams, Jim, aren't throwing the ball downfield. I mean, look at the score.
Mike, that worked for him early. I don't understand why they aren't trying to get that pass going. Just any kind of a quick pass, but we're just not seeing any of that.
Well, you know, it's here again, a shot up the middle went for a negligible gain. It's going to bring up 4th and probably about 16. In that first quarter, the Rams really moved the ball down the field with that super wide set. Got back to the wide open football they need to get back in this, and it's a surprise to me why they ever went away from it.
I would agree. I just wonder what kind of changes, if any, they figured would work offensively, because really this second half they've been so conservative and just no imagination at all. And it's just they're not.
So in the third quarter, 43-14. Yes, you heard me right. Unbelievable as it is, 43-14. Tigers going with 2 tights. Atkinson on the wing and 2 backs. Give up the middle. Sam Smith call from the sideline, trotting back to the huddle. Ryan Zeider on the shot up the middle. Boom, flies out of there with about a 16-yard gain. Excuse me, that was Seth Atkinson. I see, now we've got it right. McClure now is in a wing back, and Seth Atkinson relatively contact-free thus far while he's on offense. Took the handoff, rambled for 16. Liberty Center first down on the 33-yard line. They've got Smith now wide right, McClure in the slot. Now pitch to Smith going left out of the wide formation. Pickup of about 4 over on the Tiger sideline.
Mike, and we're seeing some offensive weapons back there that were not exactly used the first half, but they're showing that they can move the ball, and there's a lot of different names there that can carry that mail and do so quite effectively.
Well, Jim, you're an old Tiger veteran football player. Can you ever remember a team that was this deep in skilled position players?
No, it's. I was thinking about that earlier, but I got to say that I think there's more speed, more actual speed and quickness and explosiveness in this 1997 Tiger team we're seeing here. I don't know weight-wise how they would rank up with some of the teams in the past, but they seem to have that quickness where they need it, and even though on the line in places they may give away some pounds, they're up to it. They're quick, and they're holding those blocks long enough, and just really showing some strength.
Yeah, Tigers definitely. The line has rose to the occasion. That was Seth Atkinson on the pitch left, picking up about 4, and on the prior play it was Seth blasting his way for 12. The Tigers really grinding out the clock now. We're down to 4:44 now in the third quarter. 2nd down and 6 at the 49-yard line.
They really have quite a stable of athletes back there in the backfield at various times that can do it. It's Zeiter and Seth Atkinson, and of course Smith and Kenzie Kern.
Now there's a new wrinkle. Kenzie Kern in the backfield for the Tigers. Kenzie takes the handoff. About a 15-yard gain. Down near the 35, and maybe spotted on about the 36-yard line. Now the Tigers with also Cam Smith injured right now. You've got Cam and Sam, Jesse at wideout. You've got Atkinson at the wing, and also you have McClure. Zeiter, you've just got so many tools, so many weapons. Tigers now with McClure, wing right, tight ends tight, inside handoff. Atkinson now in the third quarter turning into the workhorse.
I got to think, Mike, pretty soon we'll see some clean shirts out there. I just think there'd be very advantageous to give some young boys a chance that have practiced hard and gone through preseason, and you know, the score being what it is, I know they want to let this starting units begin to gel, but on the other hand, let's get them off the bench and let's get the youth out there and rest these starters.
Give off Kern on the carry off the left tackle. Pickup of about 5 down. See, be 3rd and 2 on the 30.
Mike, on checking those numbers, they are starting to put some reserves in there. There's a couple of backs out there that weren't starters, so they are making adjustments and trying some reserves in those positions.
Look at that. Look at the job the offensive line did, blowing them back, opening a hole. We're going to have to pick out the number on the power run there. I believe that was Atkinson again on the carry. Rams are kind of caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. With the depth of Liberty Center, there is just no way that they can match up here as they're being blown off the ball at the line of scrimmage. Now give to Atkinson going right, spins off a one hit, dives forward. Another nice gain, some good shifty running by Atkinson as he shed one tackler, turned it back upfield, and made a nice gain out of what should have been or could have been only short yardage.
Setting around where we're bringing you this broadcast from, remark about how hard Tiger backs run. It doesn't matter what number you're calling. I mean, these boys run hard. The backfield is very well coached. They've got some talent. They've got speed, and they just stick it right to them. And that's evident. That's evident.
Brian Weshy, 72 at right tackle. Give to Kern around the left side, and he pick up about 5.
78.
I believe 78's Ziegler inside. Tim Huff lining up at tight end.
72, Weshy.
Yeah, we got Weshy's number 72. Our inexperienced cameraman calling for a counter to McClure here. Sorry, but Mr. Atkinson really with a limited knowledge of football. Perhaps he would have been right, though. The pitch left was fumbled.
Own territory, but it appears that pitch was a little bit behind Kenzie. A little bit behind Kenzie Kern, so he was unable to grab it and rake her in.
Tinora going again with that quick hitter in the middle, trying to bust the big one with the Liberty defense spread wide across the entire width of the field. However, the interior holding strong, and Tinora really has had, for the most part, very little luck in busting it up the middle.
Yeah, Mike, I just want to see some passing here by the Tinora Rams. I don't know. I know this Rucker is in street clothes, as you mentioned earlier, but they've just got to try to loosen it up with a little passing attack if they can.
Well, they're rolling deep. Great coverage. Picked off! Picked off! Tinora tried to throw deep downfield. That was Tim Huff on the interception. Covered by McClure and Huff. Once again, another more evidence the Tigers are so deep, especially in the in the secondary and on the at the skilled positions. We got a change now. Ryan Zeider back up to Jurassics, stepping in at quarterback. Perhaps a missed assignment there. Zeider looked, nobody to give to, and well, hopefully maybe that was just a quarterback keeper, and it was Liberty Center's turn to fall on their face.
No question. Mike, no question about it. The Rams just poured through on that right side, and there's enough new people out there. Maybe an assignment or two was missed, but Zeider had just nowhere to go with that ball. He was rolling left and looked like that might have been a quarterback keeper / sweep around the left end, but he just didn't have a chance and lost a lot of yardage on that. And that ends the third quarter. So we're looking at the score: Tinora 14 and the Liberty Center Tigers 43. They have the ball, and we've got 12 minutes of football yet, and hopefully we'll see some more substitutions on both sides and get everybody in this game so that they can continue to prepare for the season, as this is the lid lifter for both teams.
Yeah, I think Tenora's got nothing to lose now. They're going to come with their ears pinned back. Down by 4 touchdowns, they're going to have to create some more turnovers. And I think with them knowing that Liberty Center probably won't be putting the ball in the air, you are going to see some plays such as that with Tinora able to get into the backfield. But on the other hand, with that type of gambling blitzes, why one big play and the Tigers would be going the other way for about 80 yards.
Who does Tinora have next week, Mike? Does that start their league schedules off? I know the Tigers have Montpelier. They'll begin NWOL, AL league action next week, and I assume the Tinora Rams will probably be opening up in the Green Meadows Conference.
Fellow announcer called. Tigers now facing a 3rd and 20 plus.
Mike, there's a lot of reserves out there, and I see them kind of scrambling for their blocking assignments and such. And I think both teams now are pretty well trying to get some playing time in for their substitutes and their strength, and try and develop some depth, which is a good thing to do. And the Tigers come up with 3rd down and about a mile to go. We'll see what they've got called.
Zeiter rolls out, looking, throws downfield, incomplete, under a lot of pressure. And the Tigers now, with 11:07 left in the game, will be forced to punt 48-yard line.
Impossible to follow those numbers as fast as they're moving around out there, and it was kind of hard to get a read on the color, but that was Matt Starkey out for that pass, and looked like he had his defender beat, but with the kind of pressure and heat that Zeiter was facing, he did not get the ball to him there. But here we go on a punt. The snap is low. He gets it away. It's a line drive. It's caught, and evidently there must have been a fair catch called for, because it's dead. It's on the 20-yard line, and the green Tinora Rams will take over.
Travel to Minster, who last year beat Tinora 49-0. They'll be very, very good again. 3rd game of the season for Tinora. They will entertain OTCU at home. Also, one of the top teams in the area, picked to be in the hunt for their league title. So it'll be very important for Tinora to somehow this week go back to basics and kind of put an attack together, regroup, because you know they've got a lot more talent than what they've showed tonight.
Yeah, there was a scouter sitting next to us, and he did remark he was from Minster, Mike, and he was impressed with the speed and quickness of this Tiger team that we've watched, but he thought Tinora would become a little better as the season went on. There are a couple of athletes on defense for Tinora right in the middle that he was impressed with, and we know from past experience with their success in the Green Meadows Conference that Tinora plays hard football, and they're going to be heard from as of yet. But indeed, they have a tough start to this 97 campaign. But things look pretty rosy for the Tigers. They've got speed. Looks like the offensive line is up to it. Their defense is looking well, and let's just hope the Tigers can keep this kind of momentum going as their season begins to unwind.
Well, you're right, Jim. No question. The Tigers answered some questions, especially into the second quarter, about their offensive line and injury to Rucker just before halftime. Clock winding down here in the second half. 9:45 to go. Tinora with a 3rd and 11 from their own 20. Quarterback dropping back. We've got backup in there now. Rolls outside, taken out of bounds by Brian Munns, number 63. A good pursuit, nobody to throw to, and the Tigers took him down for a minimal gain. That'll bring up a 4th down, and Tinora will drop back to punt. Upcoming schedule for the Tigers, Next week, they travel to Montpelier. Montpelier, one of those teams now that's in kind of a down cycle. But you remember last year, it was Montpelier that took Patrick Henry to the wire before finally falling. And when you go to Montpelier, you just never know what to expect. The Locos have ruined some good seasons for Liberty Center in the past several years. Third game of the year, the Tigers entertain Evergreen, and the fourth game, they will travel to Delta. Jim, looks like kind of a nice schedule to open the season with.
Coaches, anybody has to see and believe that the Tiger juggernaut begins to build some momentum, and it just remains to be seen how long they can play at this level. And it appears they're going to come out of this game healthy. I didn't see anybody needing any medical assistance at all, Mike, and you always got to feel good about that. Once in a while in the preseason or at any time, an injury can crop up and really hurt a team's chances, and Tigers appear to have depth just all over the field, and I don't know, it just looks rosy for the Liberty Tigers at this point.
Well, certainly you speak with a lot of knowledge, and definitely what you say is true. Tigers lining up now in the wing right formation with two backs. Give to Kern and cut back for maybe about a 2-yard gain. Jim, I think one single game for granted, just on the basis of this game alone. I think for the whole rest of the season, all Liberty Center has to do is show up, and they're going to be in the state playoffs. And in fact, I'll predict right now they'll win the state, probably by the final by 40 points.
I don't know, Mike. I know you're speaking from your heart on that, but they've still got to play them one game at a time. But certainly a lot of celebrations tonight. They'll be. There we go. Here we go. Nice run. Who is that man? Who?
Mike McClure.
Mike McClure. Excellent run.
Well, there you saw there a super run by one of the many running backs of the Liberty Center Tigers. Mike McClure on a power around the right side, cut back across the grain, and then it was all speed as he put on that good move with his cut back to the left, coming across the grain and outran all but the last man, and then only taken down by an armed tackle. Liberty Center's ball inside the 10. It'll be first and goal on about the 9-yard line. Now, when I made that rather bold statement, that was tongue-in-cheek. Certainly Liberty Center, and I think what we've seen and heard so far in the preseason, we hear a lot of talk about the state, but Liberty Center gets through this easy schedule. We have you-know-who looming up there in the middle, and of course you know that Liberty Center will be looking forward to that.
Yeah, a rather sad turn of events for the Patriots. They had one of their stellar athletes break his arm, and in fact he broke it to the magnitude he needed 8 screws to hold it together, and that sort of is going to eliminate him from this season, and that's a sad turn of events for the Patriots. But they play a tough brand of football, and they'll rise to the occasion one way or another. But it's just going to be interesting to see how the scores come out around the league and around the area tonight as the seasons begin. It's just a great time of the year, and it's just good for fans and for athletes to compete healthy, and another score rolls up.
Kenzie Kern on the quick dive up the middle. Tigers roll in for the 3-yard score. Stands now 49-14, Liberty Center. Scott Sharp in to attempt the extra point. I believe that might be Jesse Smith on the hold. Spot down, kick is up, and good, and the Tigers have hit the 50 mark.
Spangler on the kick or the
was Spangler, excuse me, that was 54. Spangler, pretty strong leg for a sophomore. Well, then that was Scott Sharp on the kick.
54 is Scott Sharp. 75.
Well, we've got some problems here among our contours here.
Can't see the numbers.
I could see it.
Need binoculars.
Spangler is the backup kicker, so we will assume that was Todd Spangler that scored that 50th point for Liberty Center. Yeah, that was Spangler. Now Spangler will be kicking off for Liberty Center with Tigers with their second kick team in there. Taken at the 14. Return, finds a hole up the middle. Off to the races now. Only one man going to have a chance to catch him. Oh, he's gone. 86-yard kickoff return by the Tinora Rams. That was number 27, Nick Alvarado, one of the starters against Liberty Center's second team.
Mike, I'll give the Rams something to cheer about. They kind of need that. This whole second half has been pretty dreary for them, and it was a nice run for the boy. He saw a seam there, and he just plain kicked it in gear and was able to outdistance the Tigers. I would agree the Tigers had a lot of substitutes in there, but nevertheless, it was a whale of a nice run and puts a point up.
Okay, you're on.
7.5 minutes to go. Certainly a lot of offensive fireworks. Defenses can look things over and figure out a way to stop this or stop that, but basically the offenses are pretty well oiled and ready to play at this point. Ready to play football at this point. We've got 71 points on the scoreboard with 7.5 minutes to play, and generally offensive takes a little more time to get everything figured out, but boy, the points are really flying at this point. What would be your comment on that?
Well, actually, from what I saw in the first quarter, I'm surprised that Tenora's only got 21, and that one came in the fourth quarter on a kickoff return. From what I saw in the fourth quarter, I assumed we were going to see a 90-point game. But overall, when you're looking at a 50-21 count, I mean, it really has to be good for the Tigers now. They've got something to build on. It'll be up to the coach's discretion at what direction now they're going to take for the next 3 weeks in preparation for that tough second half schedule. Let's get some numbers on this kickoff return. Tigers lining up now for the kickoff.
57, Brett Westoven.
Call them out. Got Matt Furco and Brett Westoven.
Brett Silvis is deep. Chad Collins.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody, you guys
Yeah,
gotta say
Chad.
it.
You're getting it in here.
Yeah.
Tom said he couldn't hear me. Chad Collins, Brett Silvis, Matt Furco. Collins. Chad Collins.
That was Chad Collins on the return. Tigers now will take over 32-yard line. Tigers now will definitely be going with second team. Shaddy at quarterback.
I think they're running even the third team, Mike. They've got a lot of freshmen in there. They're down to some real youth, which is good.
And it's obvious now that Tinora has called off the dogs, and they're in there with a backup unit as well. Tigers lining up with Collins and Brett Silvis in the backfield in a wing right formation. Give up inside. Jim, did you pick up who that back was?
No, Mike, I didn't. But, boy, I see some intensity. These substitutes are getting their moment in the sun, and with seven-plus minutes to go, they're playing with intensity, and that's good to see. These guys have been faithful in practice, and they've done it two-a-days and got knocked around by the upperclassmen, and yet here they are. They've got their chance against some Tinora Ram, and they're getting it done. Look at this.
Now
play.
there's a give to Silvis off the right side, following the block of Collins, getting all the way down to the Tinora 45-yard line. Be another Tiger first down, 6:55 to go in the ball game.
It's very evident that the Tiger tradition lives on. This 97 group of football players, from freshmen all the way through seniors, when they get their opportunity, they're out there to execute and to move that football or to play defense. And even with the clock winding down, these freshmen and a few sophomores are really playing hard.
Quick opener inside to Collins, and he dances his way out and cuts across the grain to the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. Tigers continuing to grind out yardage here. Some of the names in the lineup now, Oberhaus, Moeller on the line. And that give was to Silvis. The Ram linebacker knifed threw him for about a 2-yard loss. That will bring up 4th down and about 7. Excuse me, 3rd down and 7. Tigers in a tight formation here. Whistle blew, blowing the play dead. We must have some movement on the line of scrimmage by Liberty. Handoff to Silvis going around the right side. Tackled for about a 3-yard gain. Punt team coming on for Liberty Center. What punt team? You're right, they're going to go for it. Give inside, bolts forward, and we're close to a 1st down. That'll be close. Who'd have thunk it? Tinora with just a little give up the middle after some motion, maybe a yard gain as we're going to let the clock wind down here. Rams not appearing to get the same fire out of their offensive line ahead as the surge that the Tigers were able to get.
The Tiger defense stiffens now. There is an awful lot of substitutes in there, and they're intent on maybe proving their position on the depth charts. They'd like to move up toward that starting lineup, and they're playing accordingly. The pursuit as the Tinora Rams run to the right was extremely intense.
Well, one thing the Tigers did there is the line really bottled it up on the inside, forced the runner to go outside, and there, again, even here on the second and third teams, the speed just simply caught up with it, caused no gain. So we're going to have a 3rd and 10 coming up. Ball on Tenora's own 36-yard line. Motion left. Quarterback dropping back, rolling left, gets outside, looking, throws downfield, overthrows. Eric Slee on the defense, number 42, forced the overthrow. And that'll be 4th down. Clock stopped at 3:05. Number 84, Brad Proudfoot in the game. Number 71, Kane Myers. See if we can pick up some more numbers here on this 86, Joe Kessler. 4th down punt now by the Rams. Hits and will go uncontested by Liberty Center. They let the ball roll downfield. It'll get down to the 15-yard line. 35 and 55-yard punt with the roll. Excuse me, around the 50.
Yeah, still got time, Tom?
5 minutes.
Shaddy still at quarterback for Liberty Center. Center, Andy Bloomfield. Give inside. Plowing ahead is Collins, really determined. Chad gain of about 7. Give him the full forward progress there. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Clock now at 2:08 and running. Give to Collins again, but there's a fumble. Whistle blows. And recovered by the Rams.
Mike, a lot of fans beginning to leave the stadium here, and it has been a wonderful evening for football, but certainly the Tigers much too strong. First night of the 1997 campaign.
Well, this will be about the end of it. Rams with 1:56 to go, lining up at Liberty's 33. Inside handoff. Pursued across, goes for only about a yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rolls out, pass is caught down near the 20. Oh, now they were going to rule incomplete at about the 25. Would have been short of the first down. Our cameraman making the comment about perhaps one of the longest football games in Liberty Center history. Right now we're standing at 2 hours and 45 minutes. Just hopefully we've got enough tape and we haven't gone over our 2-hour time limit to get this thing all on. Tinora with a 4th and 7. Clock now 45. And this conceivably could be the last play of the ball game. Motion right. Quarterback fakes, drops back now. Hit in the backfield. We'll get the number on that. Great pursuit. 84 was the call. Brad Proudfoot. Another big play by the Tiger defense. Own 40-yard line. Now the clock is running. Time for one play.
A lot of positive things, Mike. Just a lot of positive things for the Tigers. The coaches are going to have to look things over and decide what they want to emphasize, and where they could even become a little stronger or possibly spread the load around a little bit to better utilize the talent, because it looks as though the Tigers are for real, that they have a lot of depth, and they can look forward to the next game.
Well, they can look forward to this one, the third one, the fourth one, and that very key number 5 game, as we're all looking forward to it. I hope our friends to the south enjoyed this one, as all our friends north of the river certainly do. Final score now. Time runs out. Liberty Center 50, Tinora 21. Surprisingly, a blowout. We expected a tight one. The Tinora Rams definitely loaded, and it'll remain to be seen now. They'll have to reload their guns with 2 more.